Welcome back to the Lone Ranger Radio Show. Bruce Woodburn, CrossCountry Mortgage. Yes, I am the Lone Ranger. Thank you for tuning in. I really appreciate it. You know, it's a great weekend. It's hotter than bejeezers out there, and good time to get in your air-conditioned car and go out and look at real estate. If you're looking for a real estate agent, call me. I'll connect you with a top real estate agent in the area that you're looking to buy or sell in, and that agent will rebate you back 25% of their commission. And I'm going to tell you something. You're going to get a great agent. I saw Rocket Mortgage was copying me on this. So they now have started their own real estate company. So they're doing the same thing. They're referring it over to an agent, but what they're doing is they're hiring the agents, but they can't hire good agents. They hire all the crappy ones. And so I, on the other hand, give you a great agent that I've pre-vetted, the best in the business, unbelievable agents I refer you to, and they give you up to 25%, up to $10,000. So thank you, Rocket. I guess the copying me is what do they say is flattery? I don't know. Who knows? Remember, I'm the high school dropout. You're the one supposed to think about this stuff, not me. So, all right, let's get back on track, folks. Come on. We've got a lot to talk about. So, and I'm going to recap, but, so we talked about the health of the market, my leapfrog class for investors wanting to buy multiple properties in this market. That's going to be on June 26th at 6:30, live and in person or on Zoom. And then my dual dynamics, a winning strategy for buyers and sellers. That's going to be on June 18th, 6:30 to 8 in Maitland. You will also be able to Zoom that one as well. That will help sellers and buyers. So both, whether you're buying or selling, if you're a real estate agent, you want to come to this class. If you got clients, bring them to the class. There's no sales pitch at my classes, none of them. Not for me, not for any of the other speakers. This is always informational. I don't want anything to be construed as to be trying to get people into my classes just to sell them on something. That's not what I do, and that's not what I'm about, and that's not what we're going to do. So, all right. Now, the NAR settlement thing. This was an interesting thing. So I was looking at bank rate and some of the other news announcements they were making about the NAR settlement. So in a nutshell, for people that aren't in the real estate industry, the National Association got sued along with RE/MAX and Coldwell Banker and a bunch of other companies for antitrust, stating that a seller should not have to pay the buyer's realtor's commission. All right. That's really what it boiled down to. And that they felt that it was forced upon them to do so. Well, that, first of all, I don't agree with it. I can't understand how they didn't beat the lawsuit because, first of all, you don't have to pay a buyer's agent. You just have to find one that you could negotiate with that would do it for free. But I don't know if you're working for free. I certainly won't work for free. I work for money. So same with you. So, but they said, well, the buyer should be responsible for their own agent's commission. Well, at the end of the day, I look at that as it's really both responsibilities, but the seller is the one that's walking away with money and the buyer is the one bringing money to the table. So if you don't have both, you don't have a meeting of the minds, you don't have a transaction. And I believe that sellers have always just been able to build in the commission into their price. So if I say, hey, I want to sell my house, I'm going to sell my house for $500,000 and I'm going to pay a 6% commission. And that means my commission's $30,000. That commission gets split between the buyer and the selling agent. But you know that going into it, that's what the cost of that transaction is going to be. Now they want buyers to pay their own real estate agent's commission. Well, I'm going to tell you, sellers, I hope that you don't sell your home that way. I hope you don't, because you will wait a long time to sell your home, a long time, or you're going to have the listing agent find the buyer, which doesn't happen. Matter of fact, I'll tell you what, when I call agents to talk to them about doing business together, if they're here's the real estate agent's way of schlepping you off and saying, "Hey, listen, I don't need to do any business with you, or I already have somebody I do business with." So what they say is, "I only work listings." Oh, great! I love this. I only work listings. Okay, well then you're not out seeking buyers to find my property. Why would you hire an agent that only does listings? To me, that's the biggest mistake you could ever make. Why do I want an agent that only does listings? So in other words, you're going to put me in MLS and put a sign in the yard and go move on to somebody else that wants to do the same thing. I don't want that. I want an agent that's out finding buyers for me if I want to sell my house. And I want an agent that's out seeking deals for me if I want to sell my house. So listen, back to this NAR thing. Now it's not going to be legal for the listing agent to advertise the commission paid to the buyer's agent. So a buyer's agent's got a buyer. They have to now get an agreement signed by with the buyer that they're going to pay him the commission. But the buyer doesn't have the money to pay the commission. They're barely scraping up the down payment and the closing costs. And in a lot of cases, I'm negotiating that the seller pays their closing costs for them because they're barely scraping up the down payment. So how are they going to pay now a $15,000 real estate commission? They're not. They just won't buy. And now the sellers lose and the buyers lose and NAR loses. And who won? The attorneys. Just like usual. The attorneys. Those sap-sucking attorneys. They're sucking the industry dry. And it makes me sick to my stomach. This was a frivolous lawsuit that lost. It can happen. So now the buyer wants to buy, the buyer's agent calls the listing agent, and the listing agent then decides what commission they want to pay. How do you like that? How do you like that? So now what they're finding out is that real estate agents that know there's not a good enough commission on a listing are steering their clients in a different direction. And listing agents are trying to steer their buyers to their mortgage company. And guess why? Because they're paying for their Zillow ads and stuff like that. So that's illegal as well. So it's a bunch of garbage going on here. You want the right story, you want the right deal, call me. I'll get you to a great real estate agent. Even if you sign a buyer's broker's agreement that you're going to pay the real estate agent, what you do is you make an agreement that you won't go into contract unless the seller actually pays them. So even though you've had to sign the agreement that you're going to pay them, you don't go into contract with anybody that won't pay them for you. If you don't understand that, call me. I'll explain it to you in more detail. My name is Bruce Woodburn. You can reach me right now. I might not answer because I'm on the air, but I'll call you back. 407-706-3313, 407-706-3313, Tampa and all the areas around there, 813-213-4009 or WeBringYouHome.com. Available for you. I got loan officers on call. I want to talk about Trinity Family Builders. Listen, Trinity doesn't pay me to advertise them. Mardon doesn't pay me to advertise them. Southern Home does not pay me to advertise them. Why do I do it? Because I like their product. I'm their approved lender. So what they did is all of these builders coordinated with me and said, we want you to do our mortgages for us. We think you're unbelievable. Our clients are in great hands. Our clients have a great experience with your services. Thank you for doing what you do. You have all the products that we could possibly ask for and many we've never heard of. So they choose me. And then what do? They pay the closing costs for you to use me. They don't pay me. I don't pay them. Not one red cent. But they do it to give you a better experience. And that's why I team up with these different builders. Now, I will never team up with a builder that does a crappy job. And believe me, there's plenty of them out there. Matter of fact, I got a guy that's doing a deal. My buyer found this builder out in DeLand. And I'm going to tell you, I feel like even saying their name, but I'm not going to. But I mean, this guy, he delayed the process for a year, blamed it on the county. It was all his fault. And it was just caused the buyer all kinds of headaches. It was a nightmare. So let me help you find the realtor. Let me help you find your builder. Do you mind? I mean, there's other builders. If you're a great builder, call me, buy me lunch. Let's have an interview. Let's talk about it. I met a company out there the other day. I'm not going to announce their name yet because I'm still really digging in deep, but I really like this company. I like what they stood for. I like the product they're building. And if it really turns out to be the way it is, I might even have them build me a duplex for a rental property for myself. They build some duplexes. So if you want to be an investor and buy properties, I'll connect you with this builder. Okay. I'll connect you. We'll get some things straightened out. 407-706-3313 or webringyouhome.com. Leapfrog class on June 26th, 6:30. You're going to want to get into that one. That's how you invest in real estate. Listen, I give you all the strategies that I use for $15. Okay. Now listen, I only charge you $15 to make sure you actually show up, because some of you people actually RSVP and don't show up. And then I don't have room to invite the people that want to learn because I fill up. So $15 a head, $25 per couple. I still have food there. Listen, I'm there to keep you entertained and to show you how to make money. If you can't make money after you come to one of my classes, then I'll tell you what, you can call me up on the air and share that with all my listeners. If you go to one of my classes and you follow my protocol and my strategies and you don't make money, I'll let you tell everybody on the air how I screwed you up. Okay? Because that's never happened to me before. Call Ruby McDonald. Ask her how much money she's made. Call Rich and Deb LaPina. Okay? They've made a ton of money in real estate. They're doing great. Okay? They're just two of my graduates that I can think of. I've got several graduates that have just now, I think Ruby's up to maybe 10 or 11 properties already. So she's a go-getter. She's a friend. She's become a great friend. I'm actually supporting one of her charities coming up here this month. So anyway, these are people that become my friends, and I help guide them in the right direction. And I yell at them when they screw it up, and I praise them when they do good. So if you want that, then call me. If you want to be a home buyer, get ready, because interest rates have fallen a little bit, but home prices are going up pretty darn steep, pretty fast. So you're going to want to get in the game ASAP. So call me at 407-706-3313 or go to webringyouhome.com, or 813-213-4009. You want down payment assistance? I have every down payment assistance program there is in the state of Florida. By the way, I lend in all 50 states. All 50 states. You need something? I got it. You need reverse mortgages, construction to perm loan, build on your own lot, build on somebody else's lot, renovation loans, first-time home buyer program, home equity line of credit, fixed home equity line of credit. You need move-up buyer, investment transactions, DSCR for those of you that don't want to show me your tax returns, bank statement programs for self-employed people that aren't reporting any income, but you make good income. Bank statement program is very popular. DSCR is very popular with investors right now. Investor transactions, construction loans, construction perm loans. I mean, man, I got so many programs. I couldn't even list it. It'd take me an hour just to go through them. There are pages and pages and pages of them. We do cannabis loans. That's not so you can buy your weed out there, Billy Bob. All right. I guess that's for, I've never done one, but we have them. So that's because it's not legal in Florida, and I'm not doing a lot of loans in Colorado right now, but I should call my Colorado partners and find out how that's going. Anyway, my name is Bruce Woodburn. I've so enjoyed spending the day with you. It's just been a riot. I've shared a lot of great things that are happening in the market. I'm telling you, you should buy right now. This is your opportunity. Don't wait for rates to drop. Please don't wait. You're going to pay a bigger price when rates drop. And I'm here for you. I just wish you a great weekend, and I want to thank you for joining me today. Bruce Woodburn, the Loan Arranger, 407-706-3313, 407-706-3313, or 813-213-4009, or webringyouhome.com. Call me, text me right now. I'm here. If I don't answer right away, I got to get some things straightened out before I leave the studio and head for the boat. And then just be here. I tune in Saturdays and Sundays with me. So I'm here for you. Have a blessed week.